Good morning, you guys, and welcome to the Renfest Campgrounds. Get ready with me for a day at the fair. I want to show you guys what these campgrounds are like because they truly are a different world. My boyfriend and I have stayed at these campgrounds for the past 3 years. The first time we did it, we did like a glamping tent, so it was like a big yurt kind of thing. And this year we decided to actually camp out. We don't really have a tent, but we did put an air mattress in the back of the car. It's definitely the first year I've been like sitting in the grass with all of my makeup getting ready, so it feels like I'm camping. The funniest part of all of this is I am like not a nature girly whatsoever. I don't like bugs. I'm not really that outdoorsy. I feel like the campgrounds is part of the Renfest culture. Since this is a mostly uncut get ready with me video, I'm just gonna kind of yap to you guys about what we've been up to here, the Texas Renaissance Festival. Yesterday was the first day it was open for its 2025 season. The Ren Fair is my favorite time of year. I feel like it is the one place that you can go and like actually feel like completely separate from the outside world. I mean, there's a lot of vacations and stuff you can go on that you can kind of get that feeling, but this place just truly makes me feel like I'm in a fantasy novel. Wetting our beauty blender with water from my water bottle. It's one of the things you kind of don't think about when you're camping is like, how am I gonna use the restroom? How am I gonna get access to running water? The answer is you don't. One thing I really wish I would have brought with me is paper towels. I feel like that's one thing that I wasn't expecting to need, but I've needed on multiple occasions. Let's talk about opening day of the Ren Fair. This was a really exciting day for me because it's the first time I've ever attended a Ren Fair on a media pass. It was kind of pointless because my boyfriend and I had already bought tickets and all they really gave me was free tickets, but they also had someone like walk around the fair with us, helping me take pictures or get certain like videos. But if anything, the coolest part of the media pass was just wearing the pass all day that said media pass. Once I got all of my content first thing in the morning and all of the kind of like work side of it was out of the way, we got some meat and we headed to see some shows. If you're planning on attending TRF, let me share some of my absolute favorite shows to see here. And if you're not attending the fair, I'll give you like a brief synopsis of kind of each one. So probably my favorite show at the Ren Fair is called Menage a Moi. He is a spicy comedian slash musician because he sings a lot of like dirty, spicy, funny songs. I remember the first time I went to see his show, and the first time I've seen a lot of like the spicier comedians that they have at the Ren Fairs, you're kind of like taken aback because you're not really like you're just not ready for what's about to happen on that stage. But I feel like the more you see them and the more you get to know kind of like their content and their show, the funnier it gets. It's just nice to have a show that you can go to that you know is gonna make you laugh, you know, every time without fail. And that's kind of Menage a Moi for me. I feel like he is just like the epitome of laughing so hard that you feel like you're gonna cry. Opal and Jade are another comedy duo that sing kind of like spicier songs that I just love. They're sisters, which is, yeah, kind of crazy at first, but they're also hilarious, and one of them actually trained in opera, so their like singing abilities are insane. Them along with Menage a Moi are the two that we like will go see multiple times a day. Like we saw them both like 2 or 3 times yesterday, and I know we're gonna go back today and see them again because they're that good. Looking for good music, we love to see Amanda Kitchen's Carnival of Sound. I don't know what that noise is. Carnival of Sound, such great music, such talented musicians once again. And it's also just one of them where the bands seem like the most genuine, like nice people. I'm trying to think if we saw anyone else yesterday. Oh, the Barbarian Bombshells at the Barbarian Inn are great. The show is like the same every time but different because it like requires audience members to come up and do something silly. General tips on going to the Ren Fair: if you really want to see a joust, I would go to the one at the end of the day, or else none of the nights really win. It's like if you went to medieval times. Sorry, my accent came out there on the word medieval. Sort of like if you went to medieval times and they didn't pick a night that won the joust. They only choose like a winner at the very end, so people keep coming back. If you're drinking mead, buy bottles. It's way more cost efficient. Even if you don't think you're gonna finish it, honestly, you probably will. A lot of the songs that are sung are like drinking songs. There's this one pirate band that like they literally perform on a pirate ship. It's called Pride of Bedlam. I'm trying to think what other tips I would give to like a first-time fairgoer. Dressing up is not required but is heavily encouraged. Just for budgeting, I always kind of go halfway, so I like get a skirt and a top that kind of looks like a corset. If you don't dress up, you will probably be in the minority of people. This doesn't exactly fit the vibe right now, but bring energy drinks. They are long days. If you're thinking about staying at the campgrounds, I honestly can't recommend it enough. It is such a party 24/7. They have a bonfire that kind of goes on in the middle of it all. They have different vendors that are all open pretty late after the fair hours. And if you walk around for a while, there's even like different like clubs that were put together by people staying on the campgrounds. They like combine their land and turn it into a bar. One year there actually was like an official bar. It was called the King's Club. My boyfriend and I didn't go because the cover was like $20 and we were like, well, we'll just go next year. It was completely gone because campers set up their own thing that was of course like free. RIP King's Club 2023 to 2023. I would do an actual Ren Fair makeup tutorial, but I feel like I don't really do anything too different. The only real difference from my regular routine is I go absolutely like insane on highlight. This is all you need for your makeup to be shiny and glowy. I would say my other Ren Fair holy grail has probably been this. It's the Evian Glow Facial Mist. Moving so extra slowly this morning. My brain is working on half speed. Oh my gosh, let's talk about the King's Feast. So in about an hour and a half, my boyfriend and I are going to be attending what's called the King's Feast. If you are at all a musically inclined person, if you love musical theater like me, that's basically what this show is. It's just kind of like live theater for 2 or 3 hours straight. And they do kind of the medieval times thing where you have different courses that come out while you're enjoying the show. And the best part about it is it's all you can drink. So they give you a mug of mead, and then if you run low, they just refill it over and over and over and over. The tickets are a bit pricey, but if you're wondering if they're worth it, they're worth it. We did it last year and we loved it so much, we just decided that it's gonna have to become a yearly thing now. And I guess while I'm talking about the King's Feast, I'll talk about the other kind of additional things that TRF specifically offers. The one I can't really speak on because I've never done is their little bar crawl. I've met people who did it and I heard it was really fun, but I don't really know what it consists of. I guess you just kind of like hit up the different bars around the fair. But the ones I have done, I've done the wine tasting, which is such a great time. I feel like you have to do that at least once if you come to TRF. Guy who hosts it just like knows what he's talking about, and all the wines you taste are so good. I'm not used to doing my makeup in complete like natural light. I feel like it looks good in the natural light and then it might end up looking a little crazy when I'm not in natural light. Last little like added excursion thing you can pay for is high tea. This was one of my personal favorites. You go and you pick your different tea things. They have a bunch of like pastries and sandwiches. I guess a word of advice if you're like me and you're going camping, bring a mirror. I did not think about that the first year. I ended up using my phone to put my makeup on. Sometimes I'm too high maintenance for my own good. Let's do my favorite part together, shall we? I like just use my fingers. I put it little on the eyelids. I've learned it's not really worth it to wear actual eyeshadow. It's just gonna end up looking crusty by the end of the day. And a word to the wise with your base, I should have said this when I did it earlier, but mix sunscreen with your full coverage foundation. It won't like peel as much when you're in the sun. Can I just say there's nothing I hate more than having all my makeup like in one bag. Sorry, total first world problem once again. I'm surprised no one has really walked by. Okay, everyone shut up. I need complete concentration for this. Sharing more cute little anecdotes from day one while I finish up my makeup here. I'm a teacher, so I love kids, but I had 2 equally adorable interactions with kids yesterday. One of which was a 6-year-old girl who just like unprompted came over and gave me a cute little mushroom keychain. Of course I started like chatting with her and I was like, how old are you? Turns out she's about to turn 6. She was just the sweetest little girl. And then separately from that, as we were about to leave that night, there's one late night show they do by the gates that isn't on the schedule. It's kind of like a secret show. See, there's something that you won't learn from just any TRF video. But at this secret show, they were playing kind of fun little dancey dance songs for the end of the night. A little boy comes up to me, he was 4, and he asked if I wanted to dance. I think I cried after he left. I really think I did. He was the sweetest. He like twirled me around and I made up a secret handshake with him because kids love secret handshakes. They love that. Even if it's just like a little so cute, so cute. He's also about to turn 5, so happy early birthday to both Elizabeth and Everett. I'm really excited to show you my current setup. So I'm gonna like flip you guys around. So this is where you were right here against this little thing of makeup wipes. Here we have my suitcase stacked on my backpack to make a tripod, my mirror, my makeup, my skincare, our little Faire bag. As you can see, so totally chaotic. Thank you guys so much for watching. For more Faire content, head to my TikTok at Beth Simps, or my second TikTok, not Beth Simps, where I post more like behind the scenes kind of stuff. If you guys have any other burning questions about attending the Faire or TRF, or if you just want to see me make a specific video, definitely leave a comment below. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye. Mwah.